Good morning. Welcome to Wimbledon. We're in Derbyshire. We've been here for a few days. You'll have seen the other videos. We are going up this hill behind us. We're going to try and see the sunrise again this morning. This hill behind us is called Cracken, C-R-A-C-K-E-N, and there is evidence of quarrying works that stretch back 400 or 500 years up there. So we're going to go up there. Hopefully it gets a little bit lighter. I've got Ben with me. He's very kindly holding the light down here just to give us some illumination. And yeah, let's get up there, let's see the sunrise, and let's find out what kind of industrial heritage we can find at the top of the hill. Right, it's a difficult one, this. It's the paths are very, well, they're not really paths to be fair, but it's a beautiful little walk. We've come up really quickly and really steeply. And so this is the town of Chinley down here, and we're staying, you won't be able to see it, but we can actually see the lights from the little barn that we're staying in. I will actually do a little video about that because it's a lovely little place, Woodlands Barn in Chinley, where we've been staying for the last couple of nights. Beautiful. But yeah, what we've come to look at is this behind us, this thing. So this is Cracken Edge, and it's been a quarry for hundreds of years. The sort of first documented evidence of that was in 1628, when the local sheriffs or whatever put together a list of who was allowed to quarry the stone out of here, and they used it to make flagstones, what you'd call as slabs down south, but flagstones and roofing tiles and things, and it came out of this hill. And yeah, the walk that we've just had up here, I mean, we're both reasonably fit, you know, he's very fit, I'm reasonably fit. It was difficult, you know, when you imagine these hard men from these villages down here coming up here every morning, probably loaded to the, you know, loaded to the gills with pickaxes and hammers and all that kind of stuff. It would have been, you know, hard work, different kind of breed back then. But anyway, we're going to carry on up. As you can see, this gets more and more rugged. I was thinking that this here is probably a spoil pile. I don't know if it really shows up on the camera in this light, but this looks like a spoil pile for some of the workings up here. You can see where it's sort of fallen away. There's definitely spoil piles up there. But yeah, that's where we're going to head now. Apparently, according to something I read in the little information booklet that's in the place where we're staying, there is actually evidence of like winding wheels and inclined planes and things like that, which we're hoping to see. So yeah, let's just carry on and see what we see. Come on then, you. Onwards and upwards. Yeah, we're beating the sun today. We're out a bit earlier than we were when we went up to Mamtor. So yeah, we're beating the sun today. I'll just flick you around and see if you can see the sort of, I don't know if you can see it. There you go. There we go. But yeah, I mean, it's a track, definitely. And up here, we're actually on a bit of a plateau here, but this is definitely, these here are definitely spoil piles from the workings. And you can see how high up we actually are. Just over here, I don't know if you can see in the distance there, those lights, that's Chapel on Frith. And there's some amazing viaducts down there, railway viaducts down there. So yeah, this is the Peak District. It's beautiful at any time of the day, but when you come out at this time of the day, it really is something else, because we're the only people up here today. It's not like going to Mamtor, where there'll be hundreds of people up there, because it's very famous and there's lots of things around and coffee shops and things. Whereas here, you know, we're still in the high peak, but there's only us up here today, which is good. So yeah, look at this. We're climbing up there in a minute. We'll find a way to the top. And it's actually more impressive from the other side. So once we get up and over, you can actually see all the workings and things. So I'm going to shut up and just, excuse me, and just show you some of the way walking up here. See if you can see any evidence of workings, Ben, like metal tools or whatever. So yeah, look at these big rocks. It just gives us an idea of scale, Ben. Yeah, big old rocks, aren't they? Yeah. So the path goes up and over the brow of this, so let's follow that. Oh yeah. Ben's just pointed out that tree there. Trying to hang on in, because you know, it's a beautiful morning today, but you know, they do get wind up here, like everywhere, but obviously it's a bit more exposed up here. Right, up and over. And again, we're rising at a bit of a pace. So the higher we go, the better the view becomes. We're well ahead of the sun today, which is nice. There's a bit of a cloud today. So the sunrise might not be quite as spectacular as we saw when we were at Mamtor. But, wow, look at this. First sort of proper quarry face here, look. Wow, wow, wow. So yeah, whew. Gives an idea how big it is, Ben. Using a 23-year-old son as a scale of measure, because I don't actually have a banana with me. Yeah, look at that. Wow. It's big, isn't it? And you've got all this worked stone here, or well, not worked, but waste stone. Wow. Oh. Right, I'm just going to take a little breather. I'll be back in a minute. We're going to explore, and I'll show you some more stuff. So this is pretty amazing up here. You can see all these spoil piles, and the track kind of goes up through here, but look at the size of these rocks that have been brought down. Look at that one. That one's huge. Look at this. Absolutely massive, isn't it? But yeah, this is the face that they were working on. Apparently we're only on the sort of this easier side or whatever. It's not easy, is it? Oh, someone's made one of them little zen things there. I don't know if you can see that. Right, we're going to continue up this way and see what's on the other side. Still no sign of the sun coming up. Wow, look at that. Yeah, let me turn the camera around properly so I can see what you're seeing. Look at that. Wee up, daisy. That's the thing, trying to look at the camera whilst I'm doing this. Look underneath there. Wow. Go on, Ben. Use the adolescent boy as a scale of reference for size. Wow. Look at that rock. It's come off there. Ooh. Yeah. Ben was saying a second ago, "Gonna climb it, Dad?" I'm like, well, you can if you want to, but don't come running to me when you break your back. That's huge, isn't it? Yeah. Henge. Stonehenge. Wow. You can actually see the way they've been working up there. Wow. Wow. Yes, that's what I was thinking. There is a kind of wall, isn't there? But they weren't living up here. It's not like it's that remote, because obviously you've got the villages just down here, but there's definitely a wall, isn't there? Yeah, look. But these, look at these. I mean, Ben's standing on a spoil heap there. Obviously grassed over now. But I don't know, these might have been where they sort of stored materials. I don't think they used any explosives or anything. It was all hand tools from what I was reading. I will find some more information. And yeah, like he says. And you can see this is the stone they're quarrying just here. And you can see how it kind of delaminates, if you like, you know, because it's a sedimentary rock. There's a piece there, look. And it becomes really, really flat. So they actually use it as a flooring stone, a building stone, but also for roofs. So using it like a slate tile. But yeah, this is definitely like an enclosure, isn't it? You can see there's a... Anyway, let's carry on. Little style here. Wow. The thing is, when you get out up in these kind of places, you can see them from the roads and they look really nice, but you don't get a real appreciation. Obviously, you don't get an appreciation of them because you can't see the sort of the minute details of them. Look at this here. So you come over here. Wow. Wow. Oh, there's a footpath there. We'll go straight up the side of it by the looks of it, Ben. Look, there's a path that goes up, straight up onto it. But look at this worked face. And like I say, it was being worked for hundreds of years. And apparently, it was actually sectioned off. So, you know, the families that wanted to work it back in the 1620s, 1630s were each given a sort of allotment, you know, maybe 10 metres along. And I'd imagine what happened is, what you'd get is one family, maybe if they had a few strong sons, would be able to work a section much quicker than the ones next door, and they'd buy the people next door out until eventually you only got 2 or 3 people working it, and then eventually, wow, we thought we were at the top. Wow. Yeah. So we've got this to go to now. So this explains why this was called Little Cracken. On the what do you call it? The sign down there, it said Little Cracken. I was like, oh, but from the road that leads from Chapel on the Frith to Glossop, you can actually see something much bigger. But look at this, absolutely amazing. Wow. And this is all man-made, if you like. Well, no, obviously the rocks aren't, but this is the result of industrial processes that obviously they're no longer gone. All of this in front of us are spoil heaps. This hill would have been a nice hill. But the thing is, when you come up, I don't know if you can see the fields boundaries out there. All of them are made from stone, you know, stone walls that you see all over the north of England. And this is the stone that they would have been using to build those. And all those fields have got stone boundaries, so, you know, there would have been a big trade, a big need for this industry. Anyway, so now we've got a bit of a challenge because we've got to get up there before the sun rises. So let's have a yomp. Right, we were going to head for that hill, but that isn't where the quarry is. We're actually heading for this hill over here. But I just wanted to show you this here. We're going to come back this way, but I don't think we're going to come back at the lower section. But look at all the quarry workings here. That whole face of that hill has been worked, and you can tell it's been worked because of the spoil piles. We'll go through this because as we've walked along this pathway up here, we've seen some really interesting bits and pieces. But look at the quarry face on that. All the way down there. All of that is spoil. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. But the sun's nearly coming up. And we've got to get, I think we're pretty much at the top of the hill, but there he is, you can see the junior. So we're going to continue this way. There's something in this wall as well, I'll show you that. What is it, Ben? Is it a post box? It's strange, isn't it? Because that looks like it's a foothold. Wow, do that again, Ben, just come back. Wow, look at this, people. Look at this, go on then, do that. It's got a step there, then it's got that foothole.
It's got this, I'm not sure it is.
I think it is, mate.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it is.
I think it would have been better, but I think it started to lean this way looking at it.
Yeah, right, get over, because we've got to get up to the top there, haven't we?
Yeah, get over.
And what I'll do is I'll pass the camera to Ben. He can, yeah, Ben. If you just hold that and then. Oh yeah, you're right. It could have been, couldn't it?
Yeah, I think it might have.
Now I'm supported with my foot in there. Wow. Yeah, Ben's gonna do some cinematography for you. Show him that then, Ben. This little...
I should have kept filming you.
That was your £250 moment from Jeremy Beadle, that was.
Missed it.
Look at this.
What is this?
It's like a little flit, isn't it? And it shows you the stone that they were actually building out of. They've made a little shelter by the looks of it. They'd have been working this every day of the year pretty much, wouldn't they?
Yeah, way up.
Well, they'd have had Sundays up, wouldn't they?
And then we've got the little...
Yeah. There we go, look. And you can actually see the way the stones are used. Again, for the stone walls, they've actually got a wooden roof, wooden beam there, and they've got a little seat. Right, we're going to continue on up to that highest point up there for the sunrise, get the drone up, and then we're going to come back this way and look at all these workings. Yeah, you can see just there is, oh no, it's a brick wall, isn't it? It's a stone wall. But the views, you can see Manchester in the distance. You won't be able to see it on the camera, but over there, I'll zoom in as best as I can. If you can see those twinkling lights, I don't think you will because it's only a digital zoom on this, but that is Manchester. Yeah. Wow, man. Mrs. Womble keeps, has started to, because I take the mickey out of the way, Mrs. Womble, because she's Canadian, the way she says oot and a boot, she started taking the mickey at the way I say, wow, man, when I'm arranged. There's a blue flashing light in the hill over there.
There is.
Police car or something. Interesting. Anyway, it's far too far away for you to see. We're going this way. I think we're pretty much at the top of it. Wow. We have views from up here. It's a pity it's not as clear as it was when we went to Mam Tor, because I'm sure that might even be Liverpool. Wow. The views from here are absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Wow. Right, let's get to the top and see it. I think we're just about where we want to be, and the views from up here are absolutely stunning. The sun hasn't quite come up yet, but behind us, or behind you in the camera, over here you can actually see Manchester. So I'll try and zoom in as best as I can. Let me turn the camera around. Oh, turn it round, Jamie. And over there you can see Manchester. Down there, past those hills, I don't know if you can see the lights. Maybe when the sun comes up and burns away a little bit of the sort of smog and whatever that's over the top of it, this sort of low cloud, you'll see it. But this is, I think this is going to be our point to watch the sun come up. Look at these rocks. Wow. Look at this. Look at the views from here. Absolutely amazing. Wow. It is actually a bit higher over there, but these rocks are calling to me. Don't want to get too close to the edge actually, because if you look, they are actually a sedimentary rock, and you can see here this great big multi-ton boulder. Oh yeah, look at all of this. Right, I'll show you this as well in a second, but look at that. Look at the crack there. Wow. But look at the let me show you something else. People have been up here graffitiing it. Look at this. Somebody was up here in 1980. Hopefully the camera's picking that up. There you go. Yeah, you can see that. I've only got a tiny little screen on this camera. I'm getting a new camera tomorrow, so it might be a little bit, yeah, the light might pick it up better for you. Yeah, 1980. Somebody says something judge there. Look at this. So we're not the first people up here, obviously, because somebody was working this at one point. I'm going to do the step. I'm going to step over. But I'm over.
1900 there.
Really? Yeah.
But your left foot in between your feet.
Okay, yeah, look. 1900. Yeah, wow. So as much as I'm sort of saying this could fall at any time, I think we seem to be at the edge of the workings, don't we? Wow. Look at this. Yeah, a bit of chalk marking here. This must have been done in the last few days. Yeah. Because it's not had rain on it. Amazing. But I think we are at the edge of the working quarry. Look at the birds here. Hopefully the camera's picking that up. What a beautiful Sunday morning. What a beautiful Sunday morning, and what a view. You can see for miles in every direction. I know it's a little bit sort of on the camera. Hopefully the camera, the thing is, when I look at it on the computer afterwards, it looks amazing. But look at this. I think I'll just sit, have a bit of water, a bit of solitude, apart from him, obviously, and enjoy this. Back in a minute. So yeah, the sun has risen, but because it's cloudy today, you can't really see it. It's beautiful. I will put some of the photos in that Ben's taken. Ben takes a really good photo. He's got a really nice camera and he's got a good eye for it. So this is Cracken Edge. We just met another walker, and there's nobody else out here. We thought we were the only people out here. We met this other walker, an older chap, and he was saying that there's actually a like a competition walk, a 24-hour walk that they run in September, called the Bullock Smithy Hike. And it starts off in Stockport, which you can't even see. It's all the way over there in Manchester, and it comes all the way out here, comes across these hills, then continues over there to the highest point in the peaks, which is what's it called, Ben? Kinder Scout, Kinder. Then down into Castleton, which is where Mam Tor is, and the Blue John Caves and all those kind of things. Comes all the way around, and I'm saying nobody else comes out, but look, as I say that, 2 more people pop out over the horizon there. So yeah, what we're going to do now, because we are in a bit of a rush now, we've got some time constraints today. What we're going to do is we're going to go and have a look at the mine workings down here, or the quarry workings down here. We've already seen some interesting stuff, so let's do that. That bloke was actually saying to us as well on the Bullock Smithy hike. It's a 24-hour hike, and they set off at midday and they get back at midday the next day. He says, but some people actually run it, and they do it in 9 hours. Didn't say how many miles it was. I'll find out and put it in the on screen now if I do find out. But this is where we were just sitting a second ago. You'll have seen on the drone footage. But look at this. Look at this. This is the, I don't know, yeah. But this is what we were just sitting on. And this is what they were quarrying. You can see the, yeah, you can, like Ben says, that does look like workings. You can see the rabbits go down in there. But yeah, we need to sort of get a shift on. Ben did see something. We need to head down a little bit further, don't we? We think we've seen something metal sort of protruding out the side of the hill. Oh, this is steep. This is difficult when you're holding the camera. Yeah, and it does say there's mine shafts as well on that paperwork that we were looking at before we left the cottage. Yeah, look at this. But yeah, apparently they did have winding gear up here, and hopefully we're going to find some of the winding gear. So down here there is a road that leads between Glossop and Chapel-on-the-Frith, and then down in Chinley where we're staying there is a train station. So when the trains came through in the sort of 1850s, 1840s, they were able to transport this stone in much bigger quantities. Is it a big deep hole, Ben? You what? Wow. Wow, look at this. No, let's have a look. So this could be a shaft downwards. Wow, 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 wow. Where's the torch? Ben's got the torch. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Wow, yeah. Look at this. So yeah, I'm not going to get in. Yeah, people get down there. I bet cavers. Wow, look at the way it goes down in there. Wow, I bet cavers go in there. Yeah. Mad sorts they are, aren't they? But yeah, look at this, a mine shaft. And there's another one there by the looks of it. But this is what we were coming to look at, this straight metal thing. So let's go down and have a look. So yeah, there's a mine shaft. At least I think it's a mine shaft. I don't know why they'd be mining into it, to be honest, because it does just break away from the side of the hill pretty easily, but it would appear that they were. But then there might be other minerals below the hill. Could be something like that. Right, I'm going this way. Ben's going to have to catch up. And I want to see what this is. So yeah, look, there's wood down here as well. Oh, careful. Yeah, don't step off that, Ben. No, that's a very, very square face, that is. So right, look at this. This is some kind of, it's definitely industrial, isn't it? There's no other reason for this to be here, is there? Look at this. So you've got this big metal, yeah, with the big bolts coming through it there. And then this big long, but there's nothing else. Oh, 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 oh. What's this? Okay. So yeah, and we'll have a look at that in a second. But look at this here. Look at this. Wow, this is, wow, I don't know what this is. Look at this, Ben. Is it a blade of some description? Wow. Wow. But yeah, where we just saw that mine shaft, it could literally just lead underneath here, couldn't it? It's like it's fell from above, Ben.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
That's what's happened, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the mine shaft that we just saw is just at the top here. It looks like it's just fallen through. Maybe some of the more adventurous sorts actually clamber through there. Can you see the light?
No, but you could get in there.
Yeah, don't get in there, Ben.
You could get in there. I'm not
But yeah, you'd get crushed getting in there if it moved.
Oh yeah, you'd not.
Wow. Wow. So this might actually lead back up to that hole that we just saw a second ago.
There's icicles.
Icicles. Wow, but yeah, it's not solid. You can see here, this is fresh.
Yeah.
Where the, oh dear me. Come on, let's step away from it. Ben's gonna take a few photos. Right, come on, we need to keep moving, mate. We need to keep moving.
Yeah.
Just gonna have a quick look over here. See if there's anything in this little bit. It did say in that paperwork that some of these things are a bit more difficult to find than others, which is good. Wow. Look at this. Oof. Wow. And there, it sort of cuts away underneath there. There's a hole there. Wow. And then look at the way that's just precariously balanced. It's kind of held in by the weight of the rock on top of it. It's quite frightening, really. Right, we need to get a yomp on, because there is more to see up there, Ben. So we'll follow this path. And I do want to get the drone up again along that cut edge. So we're going to follow this path. We're going to go at a bit of a pace now. It's a nice level path. And we'll meet you back over at those quarry workings and see what we see there. So they provide all these footpath signs. So we're going back to Cracken Edge. Hayfield is just outside Glossop, I know that one. Maidstone Road, which I presume is the road that leads between Glossop and Chapel on the Frith. I like this here, look. 2014, Dave and Judy Brown to celebrate 30 years walking these hills together. Well, that's nice, isn't it? I presume that they're still alive, or it doesn't say that it's to commemorate. So, and then it says here, PNFS, Peak and Northern Footpath Society in Stockport. So yeah, anyway, onwards and onwards. Got to move now. I'm running. We've got to be out of our cottage by 10 o'clock and it's like 8:30 now. We've not even had any breakfast, so. But yeah, again, more quarry workings here. And again, we've got one of these little, it looks like they've built something there. But if the wind comes over here, in this direction, you'd want shelter, wouldn't you? I mean, it's a lovely calm day today, but wow. Yeah, look, we sort of look at this here. Oh no, I thought this might be another shaft downwards. But the thing is, you know, it feels like it must be moving all the time. But then this is man-made. All of these stones and piles here are not like Mam Tor, where it's fell under natural processes. This is humans that have done this to get to the rocks. I mean, you listen to it now, how quiet it is up here. But you imagine the amount of noise that they've been making up here with hammers and picks and all kinds of things to get these rocks out and down to the road all the way down there. Wow, tough men indeed. And this is a typical example of a Derbyshire stone wall here. Look at that. You know, there's no mortar in there. You can actually see through it at points. You know, you can see the light coming through at points, and they just stack it on. You can actually see the shape of it, how it's wide at the bottom and tapers towards the top. So yeah. Right, there's the sun. The sun's come out now from behind the clouds. Come on, move. Rush, 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 rush.
No, we're not in rushing up.
Well, Rushup Edge is over there, isn't it?
This way, yeah.
Rushup Edge is that way, but that's over this way is Rushup Edge. I think this prominent tree you can see over there is Kinder. It's the highest point in the peak.
Kinder egg.
Over that way there, I think that's Kinder. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, look at this now, look at the workings here. So we've kind of come over the workings, but look at this. This is something else. This is, I mean, it's peaceful and quiet, but this is an industrial wasteland. Literally, you know, this is waste from industry. Oh, yeah, it's got a little catch on it. Simple gate mechanism there. Just an average, you know, little catch like that. You know, it does the job. Make sure you shut it, Ben. Yeah. I don't know if the camera picks it up very well, but you can see the workings along here, along this edge here, which would have been back in, maybe 1,000 years ago, would have been a nice flat hill, or not a flat hill, but just a single gradient coming up, and then all of these workings all the way down. It's quite amazing, really. And again, one of these little shelter type things. I suppose when you stopped for a sandwich or whatever, a cup of tea or whatever, something like that would be nice, wouldn't it? If you're working up here in the depths of winter, you'd want just something just to keep the wind away from you, wouldn't you? And that would probably do the job. You'd just sit down in there and just stay out the wind for 10 minutes while you got your breath back. Yeah, there's another one of these. I think there's probably been some more modern. Yeah. Those people have done something here. They've made chairs. They're chairs. Yeah, they're benches. Look, Ben. They're little seats. Let's sit in one. Yeah.
Get your toenails done.
Yeah, look at that.
A bit cold on the bum.
Yeah.
That's actually
okay.
Really
yeah, nice.
That's surprisingly good.
Wow. Right, moving onwards. Yeah. Right. Look at this great big lump here. There's a lot of red in the stone as well. Shows there must be some iron in it. I think what I'll do is I'll clamber to the top of one of these and just get the drone up very quickly and just see if I can't get some really nice footage of this. Yeah, see, look at this, the way it's cut into here. Look, I mean, a lot of people probably still coming in and out of here. But yeah, I'm gonna continue around here a little bit till I get to this corner, and that should. Well, I'll shut up. I'm not going to do that because I've just seen what I've come to see, or one of the things I've come to see. Down here, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but down here is some winding gear, and what they did was they had some small tracks that they put little carriages on, and then they would pull them up and down the hill. Now I don't know how the winding gear was actually powered, and apparently it didn't work very long because the carriages kept coming off the tracks. But they did try it, and there you go. We'll go down and see it. It's yeah, I mean, we're really high up above it as well. So even to get the stone from up here all the way up there, up here, wherever it is, yeah, all the way up here to all the way down here is a bit of an undertaking in itself. Look at this winding gear then. And also there's an inclined plane, which you can actually see from the valley below. And they've made an attempt at making the, you know, doing the stonework to be, you know, decorative. But yeah, there Ben gives it an indication of scale. But this, I mean, this isn't long for this world, really. Look at this. So I don't know how it worked, but you can see this is just up in here. This is going to go in the next few years. That's rusted away. This didn't turn. Oh, it might have done. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. This would have turned. These are bearings here. These would have been bearings in there, and it would have turned on here, and then it would have wound these, you know, a big long piece of rope or steel cable or something down this incline here. Let me just turn round, and you can see the incline as it heads down there. When you actually see it from the road down there, it looks dead straight, but here it doesn't. And yeah, look at that. Let's get the drone up and see if we can see it from a slightly different perspective. Yeah, there you go. That's amazing. What remains of some Victorian engineering there. And yeah, hopefully I'll have found some pictures that I can intersperse in the video here. And yeah, we've got to get a charge back now, so I'll see you in a few minutes. Right then, I think that's pretty much it. We're heading home now, back to the cottage. And that is what we came to explore. This beautiful ridge along here, an old stone quarry. Cracken Hill, or is it just called the Cracken? Cracken Edge, it's called now. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you do like the videos that we're making, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell if you want to, and you know you'll get notified when we do another one of these or something similar. We're always looking for interesting things, so if you've got any ideas, you know, put it down in the comments, and we'll come and have a look. You know, we'll get out in the car. We don't mind driving an hour or two to get to places. So yeah, this is Cracken Edge. Come and see it. You can see Manchester from the top of there, which if that's your thing, you might want to do. So thank you very much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video. It's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from the wool gathering sun over there. Bye.